Hello again, everybody. It's been a while since I did a Skyrim video, so I thought I would come back to Hjalti Montrose's adventures. I'm on a different computer this time, but I believe I have everything set up the way it was before. Now, I remember what I was doing before, but I also found out in the time since the last video that I missed one very interesting treasure in that black book. So I'll actually be going back there to pick that up first thing. That content, I think, refers to the mod I used to create the books for the end screen. Okay, so I'm back in that black book that I was in before. Now, I assume that it'll still be... need to turn on that candlelight spell. What I was saying is that I assume that because I cleared it out before, it is still cleared. I guess this won't work on Daedra like I might find in here. I guess for that I would need loss. Oh, it's not empty. Well, I'm not fond of that at all. I bet I can lose it. Maybe that's the lurker that kind of mysteriously disappeared before. Okay. Well, what I want to do is cast that again. And apparently I missed a book over here, a unique spell tome. For a spell I've never actually had before, Detect Dead. We're getting into territory that I've just never seen because I've... Oh, didn't mean to pick that. Have never played a mage of this skill level before because the skills are so slow to raise. Speech, doesn't really matter much. Let me drop that. Was it a burned book or a ruined book? There we go. I am close to my carrying capacity limit. And it was this one, right? Will that return me? I think so. Okay. So that sends me back to where I belong. Let me make sure the unofficial patch is working, by the way. If I put on my Morokai mask, does it say it has a shout blessing? Yes. Great. Okay. Well, the Skull Village should be near me, I think. Yeah. So let me take care of that next thing. It's getting late, but I think I discovered that I can't sleep on this island without getting teleported to some kind of stone. Hjalti doesn't like that idea. He's not sure if he'll wake up properly the next time. He's not wearing his mask, of course, because he doesn't want people in this village to know that he is the one who wears that mask, because that's the mask he wears to do his various criminal dealings when he has some. Okay, hopefully the skull coming back to their village means the village is now operational. When I was here before, there weren't really many NPCs around. Couldn't seem to do much of anything. So I guess I talked to the shaman. Makes sense. Wonder why he's not in the Great Hall. I wonder who the Great Hall belongs to. Okay, with that necessary bit of business taken care of, hard to find real Nords around here.
We are safe, which means you have succeeded.
Yep.
So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull, and so the Skull shall be allies to you.
Does that mean I can take stuff from their village now? Instead of everything being marked as thievery?
The Windstone and broken the hold on my people. Perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Miraak is doing, but it may slow his progress. I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Miraak himself...
I really don't need to stop him now. It doesn't seem that urgent.
Learn more about this black book.
Really, a lot of options are giving us here. Hard to pick which one.
Miraak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural.
It's clearly Daedric. It's clearly Hermaeus Mork. Okay.
But the dark elf wizard Neloth, he came to us some time ago asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
Cautious indeed.
Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Mirak are connected. You read a black book and saw him. And the book's power comes from the same dark source as that which corrupted the Windstone. But beware, you are now walking the same road as Mirak.
Well, if I walk the same road at a different pace, I'll either leave him behind or catch up to him and they can then waylay him.
He also is searching for them. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Mirak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the All-Maker.
Well, since the All-Maker's not real, nothing is of the All-Maker.
The power of the stone had been...
As far as Hjalti is concerned.
It was the source of the influence that had taken control of the skull. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's gifts. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim. Yes, there are 6 sacred stones. Wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree.
Well, I thought I was going to know what was going on with those elements, but not anymore. What about fire? Is that sun?
I saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Mirak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until his power is broken.
Couldn't we just break the masonry there?
The other stones. Even if this does not stop Mirak, it surely will delay his return. All-Maker, shelter you.
Well, apparently it's night. Most people are asleep here. I mean, I could take my chances. If they're able to sleep, maybe I could too. But Hjalti is not a man to take that kind of risk with, who knows what on the line here. Would I really like to be able to sell things to people? But it seems that's not an option at this point. Therefore, I will travel to that stone next and cleanse it, and make my way back. He will not stop at Neloth. He needs to get more information. But his thinking is that if he leaves the island now, it might make Mirak and others think that he's retreating from them and that they've won. Might make them less likely to guess what he really has planned. He also has some business on the mainland. For one thing, his Talos blessing, which is an important part of my strategy and my fun, is wearing off. I want to replenish that. It seems like there's no Talos shrines here in this terrible wasteland filled with demon-worshipping dark elves and nonsense-worshipping Nords. Not real Nords. Real Nords would worship the proper Nord pantheon. What is this building that I'm approaching? It might be inhabited, so Hjalti's going to keep his non-adventuring clothes on. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just a wolf. Okay. Is that another one behind it, or something different? Okay, well, if it's not coming after me, I'll leave it alone. Ooh, a dwarven room. That sounds interesting to explore later. Alright, what is going on here? There's a person up there. They're apparently a friendly. Oh, it's one of these... Apparently he talks. It doesn't sound like talking to me. Well, I'm not going with them. Hjalti thinks that they're filthy goblins. Or something like it. And he wants nothing to do with them. He's here to cleanse the Beast Stone. Because it's on its way. Just keeping an eye out for anything lurking. Oh, is this the one that was being worked by these little monstrosities before I destroyed them? I guess it is, so that's why I've been here before. So I'm here to free these Nords. Now, if it's possible, a lurker will show up like last time, and I'd be ready for that. Ooh. Well, he won't put on his Morokai mask. That would be giving away his identity. But he will put on his Circlet of Major Destruction. And let's see, Necromancer's Amulet sounds handy right now. Do I have the Archmage's robes on? There we go. And boots, I don't know what element they do. The most likely possibility would be shock for a Daedra. I think I haven't seen them do any fire. So, don't know that that'll work, but just in case, I'm going to put it on and try it. Alright, let's see how these things are to fight now that I don't have that mod on. Wait, did my difficulty change? Let me check my difficulty on this new... Ah! There we go. Okay, I'm glad I caught this early now. Didn't think to change that for the new computer. It's a shame those Nords ran away instead of standing to help me like the previous ones did. But if they ran away, on the other hand, that means I could put on my Morokai mask if I wanted to. I could try to absorb the spell that they cast, but I'm not sure it costs them any mana, so it might not be worth it, risking taking damage. These lurkers and their regeneration. Bit of a nuisance. Okay, I might need to just drink a potion to get this over with. Always start with the minor ones if you can. Looks like I don't have any minor ones left, though. Okay. I think this will suffice. This should be enough mana. As usual, I try to spend some time not casting, so as to regenerate in between shots, stretch my mana a little bit further. Except when the guy's down, then I might as well just finish him. Well, that worked pretty well. Why does it still say combat? No, maybe the music is just wrong. Oh, it's one of these things. Okay, well, I'm not talking to it. What I will do is go around the murky edges of this pool and see if I can collect that without getting my feet wet. I noticed that they tend to have good treasure. Well, I don't need that marker anymore. I don't know where the other stones are. Let me set them onto my journal. See what quests I've got on. Follower, investigate the ruins, speak with. I'll add that just in case it's interesting and along my way at some point. Okay. Well, the Sunstone, then, is my next destination. And if I am just traveling across the wilderness, I can use my Morokai mask. Some recommend Nakreen instead, as I've talked about before. But for the Shout Blessing, when you have the unofficial patch, I think overall Morokai is better. You can make an argument for Nakreen, though, especially if you have other destruction-reducing gear. But also, I would say Morokai synergizes well with the Ring of the Erudite, because that, as you know, boosts your base regeneration rate from mana, and then Morokai doubles the benefits from that as well as its usual benefits. So, pretty good. Ah. Is this the only thing around? Oh, it's a dragon. Interesting. What kind of dragon are you? Probably a blood dragon, I'm thinking. If you're a blood dragon, you probably breathe fire. And if you breathe fire, then I want to be wearing my dwarven boots. Oh, it's just a regular dragon. That's nice. Well, maybe in that case I'm going to summon a Wrathman. Oh, it's a Frost Dragon. Well, that's okay. I've got boots for that, too. As I've mentioned several times before, there are no good boots for mages, really. So I might as well just wear whatever elemental resistance boot is presently the most helpful. Well, the next thing I should do is definitely Dragon Rend to keep this guy on the ground. It's a shame running into a dragon now, when number one, I think that twerp might steal my reward. You know what, I don't actually need to stun this guy. It's a little bit more efficient to do 2 separate casts like that. Damage per mana wise. As long as I keep him Dragon Rented, that is. He's not at risk of getting away. But anyway, I basically can't carry anything that I might drop, so. I think that'll get me far enough to just get him actually grounded. Yeah, he's grounded now. Did I put on? Yeah, I did. Okay, let me just get my mana back. Look how good that mana regeneration is now. I mean, it's still slow, of course, in a fight, but compare that to the beginning of the game. Oh! Hello again. I should be careful not to back up too far. And I think if I rotate around him, he'll waste some of his precious seconds trying to rotate after me. Okay. Well, not bad, soloing a little dragon. But sadly, I can't really take those bones. Where did my marker go? Did that get placed properly? Yeah, okay, it's just not visible over the other one, I guess. Oh, I see, there's a burial mound, so maybe Alduin came here. Neat. No, that can't be it. Really? Because Alduin's revived dragons have names. This must have just been a random wild dragon, I guess. A random chest. Interesting. As, those of you who are experienced viewers of my this run know, I've never played Dragonborn before, so I don't really know what to expect on this island. Although in the rest of the Skyrim, I'd know things pretty well. There's Red Mountain in the distance. Oh, it's Murak stealing the soul from the dragon. Hjalti kind of hopes it hurts. He hates dragons because they apparently attack helpless, villagers and so forth. And he always has had a great deal of sympathy and compassion for other people who, like him, grew up, poor and downtrodden. He grew up the child of a servant in Castle Daggerfall. That fort looks like bad news, even though I don't see any living things. Maybe it's full of ash spawn or something. I'm not sure if those count as living. That's a fox. That looks like one of those ash hoppers, maybe, that I found the other day. Nope, it is a cave bear. Well, it's a cave bear on a slope, so down he goes. And I think I've mentioned before, Skyrim's physics work in a peculiar way where there's no, it doesn't track how fast you're moving when you hit the ground or anything like that. It just tracks starting height, before you started moving, ending height, how far was that, and it does damage based on that. So sliding down a slope is just as deadly as falling off a cliff. Alright, there's my destination. That stone. A lot of people are around it. They appear to be friendly. Who are they, though, before I release them? Reavers. They won't, go wild and attack me, right? Reavers seem to be bandits or something. Well, I think what I've learned... They're all under the spells, that's why I'm okay wearing my mask around them. And I'm okay with just killing them anyway. Although, you never know, they might go and tell somebody that someone wearing that mask freed them. People might put 2 and 2 together. So better not do that. Where's my Circlet of Made of Destruction? Okay. And I'm going to conjure up a Wrathman. Get that done beforehand. Oh, they're going to help. This should go better than the previous one. Oh no, they're running away again. Okay. Wrathman, you should go and help. I know, maybe he doesn't want to get his feet wet either. Well, I'm worried about what will happen when their fear wears off. If they come back and attack me, I could be in some trouble. I use Wrathman, by the way, because they're pretty good tanks. They do less DPS for their price than a Fire Atronach would, but good tanks. I guess while he's tanking, I can go ahead and just blast away two-handed rather than dual casting. Oh, that didn't last as long as I was hoping. Get some mana back. Ooh, it's got some long limbs. I'm a little bit concerned about it getting me with those sometime. When I think I'm safe and then turn out not to be. I learned that I can't shout them off cliffs, so nothing doing for that. Oh, okay, there's a guy there to help. Looks like he's a hostile. Oh, they are coming back. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll help them out of this jam. Ooh, they almost ran in front there. Better watch out for that. Is he? Okay, thought he was trying to kill me for a second there. Guess my elemental Atronach is down. Oh, there's more lurkers! Wow. This is a dangerous area. 3 of them. I can't take out 3 of them like that. I was hoping to finish off that one, but I think that's a no-go. I think with these reinforcements that the lurkers have prevailed. I successfully dodged there. I'm risking a lot here, just trying to take him out, because I've got him so close. Keeping them lined up where I can see them. I could drink a potion, and maybe I'll have to. On the other hand, he's so close to dying now. You get back here. Get back here and die. Oh, man. I know they regenerate, so that's bad when he gets away like that. This is really a bad situation that I now find myself in. Okay. Which comes back faster? My mana or his health, effectively? Getting it better now. Sure was lousy timing when his down status wore off. Well, I did it. That was difficult and dangerous, but I did it. Excuse me, coming through. You guys can handle it.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a silt strider before.
I don't see one now.
This is Dusty.
Hope they're not coming up behind me.
From a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in trouble.
Oh, there it is. Yes, I mistook it for a rock. Silly of me.
Go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with fellow. Every once in a while,
I should turn on subtitles again.
Although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt striders are pretty rare now. Take a look.
Well, if he has something useful, I am happy to buy. I wonder what that is. I will buy it and find out later, I assume. Kagruma's Resonance Gem. I should remember that name. Well, what can I sell? I want to get rid of weight as much as possible. Got to keep my fancy clothes, of course, when I need to be dressed up. dragon bones and so forth can probably go. Maybe some of these books. Probably better not give away the orders revealing that I'm a vampire. That would be bad. Don't ask why I have that. These flown cloak spiders. I can get rid of some of those, but I should probably get back to the apparel section. It'd be good to get rid of some of those masks. I don't really have a house I can put them in currently. Yeah, close enough.
Safe travels.
We'll see about that. It doesn't register as alive, huh? Okay. Well, I'm trying to get back to town and to the boat. I no longer need that sunstone thing, so I'll remove that. Maybe I can stop by and talk to that guy. Someone in the comments told me that's an interesting quest that I should do, so I'll make sure to talk with him. Can I cross that with Whirlwind Sprint? Hjalti's quest to avoid getting his feet wet continues. That's why I became, mastered this Thume. Just to avoid that nuisance. Oh, I've aggroed a whole bunch of things. Are those jumping flames? What are those doing here? Mysterious. How could they have spread away from that one source that I know can create them? I better investigate that mage over there. Maybe he or she is involved in creating those things. Oh, I failed to kill it, so it blew up on me. Ooh. Oh, they're just sturdy. That's the problem. Sure are a lot of them around. Okay, now who's fighting what over there? Oh, there's a lurker involved here. Better back up whoever's fighting the lurker, I guess. Oh, it's going to be a mage going to turn hostile, though. Okay. So, coincidentally, a random mage encounter, I guess. And then also, for some reason, there's a lurker by the shore. I don't know, it seems to like water or something. Well, if that guy will fight the lurker with me, that works for me. I guess I should keep this anti-fire boots on, because he's a fire mage, of course. With the two of us together, we might be able to do some good damage to him. I could also summon that Wrath Man. Hopefully they'll pick the right targets. By they, I mean both my Wrathman and the Fire Mage. No, the Fire Mage is going for my Wrathman. Well, that's okay. When it dies, it'll have no choice of target but the correct guy at that point. I'm just checking I'm not going to back into something and die. Well, I will sit here and regenerate some mana, I guess, until a more favorable situation is restored. Alright, got most of my mana back, and the Wrathman's probably about to wear off soon. Okay, he was shooting the right guy there. That's nice. Okay, there goes the Wrathman. Missed me. Oh no, it's backing out of melee. Well, we can keep fireballs coming at it from 3 sides, and that'll probably kill it. We're making good progress, although I am almost out of mana. But other guys helping out, what are the odds of it getting back up this time? It got back up because he changed target. What a jerk. Okay, well, I am pretty close to fireproof, and I have a good chance of regenerating mana from being hit by him. So I'm going to try tanking a couple of his hits while I switch to Ice Spike. There we go. That's better. Nice, a rare destruction level up. Well, he did literally ask for it. Am I wearing Morokai, by the way? No, I am not. Let me fix that. Oh, man. Just constant battle around here. Well, I see those to be fire spiders of some sort. Therefore, see how it... Oh, it can take one of those. Okay. Take 3 of those. Okay. I wonder where these came from, if the only source is that spider creator. Where'd the other one go? I know I saw 2 around here. Mysterious. You know what? This looks like a place that some of those ash spawn or whatever might be. Let me use Aura Whisper first, just to see if I'm right about that. No, maybe not. Okay, nothing here. I was wondering about using that new Detect Dead spell, which I'm quite curious about. Oh, okay. So let me learn that spell. Books. Spell Tome. Detect Dead. Should be an alteration, I think. Yeah. It's an expert. Detect Life is already expensive. This is even more so. It's like, oh, they're not dead. Or maybe it's in that hand? No, they're just not dead. Okay, get off me, first of all. Weird. I need to test that further. I would have assumed that these things were undead. Oof. Can I foos these guys? Let me try that again. He might have just been coming out of his stag renovation. Okay, yes, I can boost them. What was that other fire impact I just heard there? These guys are tough, aren't they? Guess I should have done a summon. I figured it wouldn't be this hard, though. Well, the officer who I talked to a long time ago was wondering where these things were coming from. I think I've found the answer. I think it's this fortress. It's in the right general area, if I'm recalling the geography of the island. How do I let him know? If I discover the location, will that succeed at that step of the quest? Seemingly not. Well, I have other business to attend to. Hjalti's getting tired, for one thing. Also, it is day, so he's getting a little bit weaker. He wants to get back to Skyrim and get a proper rest without worrying about waking up, working at some stone after who knows how long. Netches are detectable. I feel like I hear something. Oh, It's an ash spawn. Oh, it's 2 ash spawn. Okay, let me try... How about a frost astronaut? I rarely use those. For good reason. I might just let them refuel me. Especially because I'm worried about running into something. Will you back the heck off? I don't want to back into some bigger threat. Look, the frost astronaut is right on your tail. Do you want to pay attention to that? How about that? I'm just kind of assuming that they're weak to ice because they do fire. So maybe these guys destroyed this farm like they attacked the other place. Oh, down goes the Atronach. Okay, well, can they be Fusro Dodd? Yes. Guess I missed a chance to do that to this guy. Oops, something else has been aggroed. This is getting somewhat bad. Let me get healed up at least. Oh, there's a treasure chest. No books or anything in it. Oh, a cellar. Hope I don't get ambushed by ash spawn down there or something. What? Okay. Well, they are dark elves. I think I'll go with a Wrathman. I want something that will stay in melee. Reaper Highwayman. That's probably the equivalent of a Bandit Highwayman, and therefore a tough, tough fight. That's my best guess, anyway. Oop, did I hit the wrong guy there? I did hit the wrong guy. Okay, well, I've taken one of them out. Which is what I was going for, but I accidentally hit the Wrathman. I took the tricky shot to have a chance of cutting their numbers in half. I could have done Fury, of course. Maybe we'll do Calm if this guy gets to be too much of a problem. But so far it seems like Wrathman and I have got him. Don't you do that to me. Ale, I can use that. Wait a minute, does this one have... It has a Warhammer this time. I think the previous one had a greatsword. Maybe they can have different weapons. That's kind of interesting. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Hjalti is, of course, already intimately familiar with the lusty Argonian maid. It doesn't need this copy of it. Oh, maybe this will explain something. Froldo, light and strength. I feel your words are not your own, and I worry dearly for your health. I beg of you, please depart that blasted island and return to solitude at once. My nights have been almost impossible to bear without you. To lose you would be the death of me. My love, if you do not return soon, I will come for you. Uh-oh. I don't see a quest for that, so possibly already came back and got killed or something. Hjalti needs a drink. Or two. And he's hungry. And definitely needs something sweet. Save my fondue for now. I really hoard that stuff. 24 of it. A lot of books. Interesting. Mostly stuff that you can find back in the mainland, though. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. 1. I've arrived in Solstheim, moved into an old house on the hill by the shore. Whoever lived here before is long gone. I can see well out into the waters from my vantage here, can hear all things behind and around. Dunmer bandits wanted the woods nights, but I don't fear them. Maybe he should. There is a calling from the depths, a rumble drone that sings to me at night. I've started sleeping in the basement, plus keeping a knife near. The call is loudest down here. I will be ready for whatever is coming. It is as if a great machine reverberates beneath me. Maybe a Dwemer thing. I'm tired waiting for the call out to emerge. I walked to town to spot some digging tools. Shovel, pick. I started to break down the wall behind the bookshelf. Just dig down, slow going. Put the bookshelf back when I finished digging. Why? No house is here, but I feel I have something to hide. How can I make Bjorn hear what I have heard? I must not lose him. Oh, I figured Bjorn was a woman. Guess not. Okay. Well, when I see Bjorn, I assume it's a man, but the previous name, which is an abbreviation of, I thought was a woman. I must not lose him yet. I must remain in this place, for I will know the truth soon. Murmur in the earth, and I would talk and lay my head against dirt. Fire from the deep. Oh, that's ominous. So, behind the bookshelf, they say. There's a bookshelf. Well, if the ash spawn can't be detected with anything other than Aura Whisper, I guess I will use Aura Whisper. Ah, it is a Dwemer thing. With Dwemer can also only be detected with Aura Whisper. Now, you don't want to fall into like a Dwemer trap or something and get killed. Oh. He did come. That's sad. Bjorn, do not come to this place. I have not much self left. The earth will take us both. H. Okay. Yep. Well, Hjalti's own will is still strong. And he's pretty competent as the Dragonborn and a vampire and all kinds of things. He probably is impervious to whatever is at work here. Although, he should maybe be humbled by the experience with Mirok. But Mirok is a fellow Dragonborn. A mere equal. So what is this? What am I looking at? I've never heard of like Dwemer magically hypnotizing people like that. Is this a dead end? Am I missing something? It says cleared. Well, I am intrigued. If I could find a way to open that, that would be interesting. And fire from the deep sounds like he might have unleashed those ash spawns somehow, but I don't know. I didn't find his body, did I? Did I overlook that somewhere? So there's one. Nice music going. They reuse a lot of Morrowind music on this island. Which is okay, I guess. Well, I am curious, but I really can't find. I think I should get back to what I was doing before. Painful though it may be to brave the sun. Now there could be ash spawn waiting up here. I better be. Yep! I was ready for you. You can't get the drop on me. Well, in the sunlight, my mana regeneration is much, much weaker. Magic regeneration. You know what I mean. I think I will not do dual casts, just regular two-hand casting. For maximum efficiency. Oh, that was an accidental dual cast. You had to click carefully to keep your hands separate. There we go. Is Froldof's body up here, maybe? Is that possible? Not that I see. Well, I think I've invested about as much time as I care to into this. Could keep searching, but the odds of finding something is low. I am getting back towards civilization. Let me put on my circlet of destruction again. And here I think is that Kolbjorn Barrow place, where I left the guy who I hired. I wonder how he's doing. People are working.
Got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard. come back soon.
Okay.
Talk to Rallis about this mess.
Talk to Rallis about this mess.
He didn't have much to say. Well, hopefully I'll get some kind of notification that we're ready to proceed soon, I guess. Having that perk lets me get my stamina back this way is a lot of fun for just sprinting around. Uh-oh, what did I aggro? What is it? Oh, it's an ash spawn fighting a bunch of those guys. What's down there in this pit? Oh, is that the way under the wall? Okay, got it. I'll help the guards out. Even though they are just a bunch of elves. Hjalti, as I said, doesn't actually hate Dark Elves. I do. He hates their stupid demon-worshipping religion. But, you know, nothing against any of them who don't follow that. This guy, there we go. And there's the last stone I can cleanse while I'm here. I wouldn't try burning on him. You can already see him burning. That's not really doing much so far. Oh. Doing to avoid backing up into him. Maybe I should... Okay, they've done it. Took out that one. Need to avoid aggroing these guards, I guess. Wouldn't want them walking into the line of ice. Okay.
If you need a ride back to the mainland, Jala's the only way off.
Good to know, because I need a ride off here to the mainland. Well, the good news is that daylight means other people are up and about, so I can hopefully find some people to buy and sell things from, and then get off this rock. Ancestral tombs. Silly Dunmer.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out from beneath the ash by now.
You haven't seen Cresh's Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
The wood for them probably does.
I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Creshus, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
Okay, so the Dragonborn is being used as an errand boy again.
It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is.
If toughness is all that matters, I'm sure something like an ebony pickaxe would do, but whatever. Yeah, the ancient Nords are the only ones who knew how to work Stalrim, though. It doesn't matter it being harder than anything else, though. Oh, maybe he stole from them. Well, Hjalti doesn't really care about that. He doesn't like the skull very much. Okay, do you have any useful apparel? You're selling dark elf garbage. Nope. Okay. Well, what can I sell to you? Those are actually better than my Archmage boots, aren't they? I could use some better frost boots. Does he have any of it? No. Nothing useful to me. Okay.
You tell Creshus he better give that
I
pickaxe
will
back.
do no such thing, you idiot.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
I like them better at night. This lighting's not good for them.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
I think I have a decent amount of... Ah, that's worth it. Should use that sometime. Not forget I have it, or save it for some better occasion. You don't happen to have any moon sugar, do you? Nope. Okay. Fine. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't really need that. Or that. Or that. Those could come in handy. Invisibility is good, but I've got enough already, it looks like. Don't need stamina potions on this character. Got another strength one. That sounds handy. I should remember I have that too. Ooh. Intriguing. I'm a little lighter, but still over 200, partly because of all those masks that I'm carrying.
Welcome to Raven Rock Trap. Got the best merchandise on the island. Have a look for yourself.
Pick up some of that for when I find more moon sugar and Idar cheese wheels, of course. Honey nut treat. Yes, please. Those of you who are new might not know that one of Hjalti's character traits is that he has a very strong sweet tooth. Bit of a drinking problem, too. That's probably newly acquired for arriving in Skyrim. It's been a tough couple of weeks for him.
Next time you're hungry, stop by.
Those are College of Winterhold robes, aren't they?
They're the Archmage robes. Okay, so I'm getting all these dialogue options that don't make any sense because he hasn't said sales are bad.
Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half
Well,
in mind
the day
to
did
contact
just
my
start.
friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse.
Certainly do.
The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim.
Alright, so he's just name-dropping her, but Hjalti is not impressed. He knows her too.
You're just like the rest of the folks around here.
No, I'm nothing like them, actually.
The East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock. And when they do, I'll be at the top of their list.
Look, I know why you're here. I'll get the...
Everything I've got on display, really.
Okay, so what have you got? Wide selection, at least. I guess he's their general goods merchant. Conjuration, deft hands. Any good potions? Eh, I'll take it. I was looking for a soul trap tome, but looks like he doesn't have one of those. No? Okay. Well, what can I sell you? That's a really good staff. I shouldn't sell it, but I'm going to. Just because I'm not using it. Staffs of Paralysis are quite good. Paralysis is a powerful spell, but it costs too much mana. Having it in staff form is brokenly powerful, really. There's a place you can pick one up pretty early on that I don't usually hit because it's too good, but there's a guaranteed one that you can find along a path from Whiterun up to Iverstead, then High Hrothgar.
If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Stay that way. You better.
An orc threatening someone?
I work for Mogul. You got a problem?
Guess I can't provoke a fight with him that way.
It gets lonely out here, you know, on this remote island.
Okay.
Misery. I'll give you misery. Try getting assigned to scrape net scum off the front of the book.
Doesn't really sound that bad compared to everything Hjalti has to go through on a daily basis out here. Alright, let me free these people. Wonder if that wizard is still around. Hjalti recognized the name. That was the wizard who we saw lurking around here. Well, I know now what's going to happen, so let me conjure up a Wrathman. And then... Get out of here. Don't you go running away. Good thing nobody gets hurt by the blast from those. He's probably going to panic in a minute again. Oh, it hit me. That's some damage. Rather slow healing. Okay, they did all run away again eventually. I think I've learned that the Wrathmen are more likely to just run out of time than they are to get killed, so I won't bother stunning it too much. What? There's another one? Again? Jeez. The place is just infested with them, that's the problem. Alright, let me leave this one back to town. I can take it on my own as I've learned, but it's going to be much faster to get some guards in on the action. Even if it does mean it regenerates, of course. I do wonder if I could absorb that spell of theirs. Maybe I can scrape this scum off the walls instead of net stuff. Or change. Where are the guards? There's someone coming along running and shooting arrows. Uh-oh. I don't want these villagers getting killed. I think I did a pretty good dodge there. And the other one seems to have... Others left behind were just slaughtering helpless people over that way. Yeah, I don't want to lose shopkeepers in this thing. That was not what I was hoping for. I was hoping to run into that guard that I saw before. Jeez. Okay, this is not going well. Let me eat an Elsewhere fondue. I don't think I need that destruction thing this time, but you know what? I have a couple of them, don't I? No, I just have two. Okay. Still. This is a jam. Gotta save my shopkeepers. I really didn't think this through. I didn't think that the villagers would come running to fight it, and I figured that the guards would. Okay, luckily it went for Hjalti that time. That's great. As long as it didn't kill anybody. I guess we're still fighting. There are some guards, I think. But that's the smith there. In the fray. We can't have that. Well, we are making good progress now. That part went well. So as long as nobody dies, I will call this a success, really. Yeah. Worked. Good thing he doesn't...
You intend to wander Solstheim. You do so at your own risk.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but there isn't a scrap of it.
Okay, let me remember to turn my subtitles back on. Thought they'd be under audio, but I didn't see them there. Oh, there we go. Where did the body of that lurker go, though?
In the mines. You might want to just move on.
There are like 10 people here cutting it up. There's the giant splotch left on the ground. There we go. Well, I've accomplished what I came this way to do. That was quite some adventuring to get across the island. But back to the mainland I go, because I think my Talos blessing has got to be wearing well. Fortify shouts. Yeah, 1 hour. I might be able to make it to the shrine before that wears off. If I get on the boat. And like I said, Hjalti's idea is that he'll let Murik and the others think that he's been driven off the island, take care of some business that he does have to do, and then he'll surprise them coming back. My own logic is that I have things that I want to do back in the mainland. I want to replenish my shout. What a jerk. Wow, that's a lot. But I had nothing to spend my enormous wealth on, so we'll do it. Armored battle trophies. Yeah, this one's actually very good. Lagged out for a second there. I guess it's auto-saving.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what? I don't appreciate them right back.
Yeah, I like them better than you.
Is it true what they say? There was a dragon held captive in Whiterun, and you released it? By the gods, man, why?
Let me explain something here.
Voice of the Dragonborn.
Hjalti enjoys showing off. So letting everyone know that he's a dragon at his beck and call works for him.
Word is spreading like mage fire. The great evil has been vanquished. You have truly saved us all.
I guess Odahbing's still just kind of flying around. But the point is made. That's why I released him. Hjalti wants to spread his name around. Anyway, the way into town. Sadly, you get no experience from restoring your stamina, only from restoring your health. Restoration is so hard to raise.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them.
Here, have some baked potatoes, and he'll even reluctantly part with his one and only honey nut treat.
Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
It's about all I can do for her right now. He doesn't have a house. And he is, a vampire and all kinds of other things. So, not an ideal parent. Not to mention just terrorize the city summoning a dragon. Just to show he could. Not an ideal role model in his own estimation. Well, here at least they worship actual gods.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
I know about Talos. Okay. Well, I should hit the market and just see what else I can sell. Are you still, raising your hands over the...
They don't really complain.
murder that I investigated already?
When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head.
Charming.
Working in Windhelm is great.
Oh yes, the Ulfric fangirl.
I've been a bit out of sorts since.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, some
She haggles like everybody
me
else.
call them treasures.
Yeah, I think I call it junk. I don't actually need those anymore because my other boots are better, but there's no way that Hjalti would actually part with the Archmage robes that are the symbol of his status.
Thank you for your
My
custom.
little Frigga loved to cook, but she was terrible at it.
Not really sure what to
And
do.
one day, out of nowhere, she made the most amazing leek soup. She watched while we ate it, and when she saw how much we loved it, she was so...
Can I get that cheese wheel?
I'm so sorry, Torbjorn. You must be suffering.
It is sad.
I wish there was some way I could help.
You've done more than enough already. You've been a good friend in a time of need, and we won't forget that. I'm sorry I lost myself for...
You can't really do much for them. You can actually kill a person who'd robbed them, but that's about it. Part of a Dark Brotherhood questline, as I recall.
Need something?
I forget if I did that one yet in this character.
See for yourself.
Alright, does she sell the Eider cheese wheel? Well, she sells the honey nut treats, which is good. She does not sell the Eider cheese wheel. I'll need to come back and get that.
Good day to you. I understand you purchase used goods as well as sell them.
Yes, that's right. Whether or not I'm interested depends on what you got.
Haven't heard these conversations before.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She
Oh, it's the other person in the family talking about their murdered daughter.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient for you.
Don't interrupt their conversations. Since I haven't heard them before myself.
Come see me. Oh, a bit of this and
Oh, the guy talks about how discreet he is. Right.
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Court.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
And the guy who replaced the original alchemist, because I could go to this
Interested in
quest.
my potions and ingredients.
I'll take that destruction one. And that. Okay. Do you have any moon sugar? Alchemists will very rarely have that. No, I've gone through all this recently. I don't think there's much new to sell. I'm just getting rid of some of these plants that I picked
I
up.
better get going.
I've been a bit out of sorts since daughter was taken from us.
The sun is giving Hjalti a headache.
Everyone says Jorland, blades, helmets.
Anything to
pretty
resist?
much anything to
Nope.
suit your needs.
Okay. Nothing to suit my needs.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade. See me.
Okay. Next stop actually is the College of Winterhold. But actually, first of all, he hasn't slept in a long time. He's going to just get himself a room at the inn, eat a decent meal for the first time, in a chair, and get some sleep. And then go out at night. Good cheese, you say? Doesn't look like you have any good cheese to me.
Sure thing. It's yours. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I think it's this one.
Enjoy your stay. And don't break nothing.
Too late. Okay. So, honey nut treat, and do I have any, maybe a heavy Horker loaf, and some Nordved, Hjalti's favorite beverage, and apples and bread. Should be enough. He's pretty ravenous. Alright, time to get a decent night's sleep, and then out on his way again. So, I've got the Talus Blessing restored, which is great. I also want to hit up the College of Winterhold, both to finish a quest that I had going, and also because for pretty much the first time ever, I have enough destruction skill that I can learn the expert level destruction spells. So that sounds really cool to me. Actually, I guess there's two quests that I could do. Oh, someone fighting a vampire? Okay. But the beggar is joining in, huh? That was a close one. Oh, did the wrong people get in the way? I'm not. Okay, nobody died, right? Who are they fighting? Yeah, I hope so too.
I try to keep Grimvar safe.
I'll say.
Where are these vampires coming from? We need to wipe them.
Having joined the vampire side, I still literally have no idea where they're coming from, because the Volkihar vampires seem to look down on these regular ones.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, I wonder if this is mail about Culver and Barrow.
Got this from a pretty
Yep,
excited
must
looking
be.
dark elf around. Looks like that's it. Got to.
Well, what does that say? I didn't read the word, the name of it carefully enough. I should use this as well, thinking about it. Fast healing. Conjure Secret. That new spell should try out. I should permanently. Never seen that spell before. Interesting. There we go. I hope this message finds you quickly. Hjalti Montrose. We've completed the initial excavation, but have run into unexpected difficulties. Come as soon as you can. I wonder how many survivors there are. Guess. Oh, not going to guess. Guess we'll see. I'm watching it. Let me put on my Amulet of Talos again, now that I've got everything restored fully. And soon I'll put on my Morokai mask. I'll be back to full shouting strength. I wonder if there are any Khajiit here. That looks like a bunch of Khajiit to me. As I've mentioned, Hjalti respects the Khajiit. I don't. But they're useful suppliers of moon sugar. A valuable drug for a mage. Alright, they're all alive.
Just a guard, and has the road makes this one weary. I welcome you, friend. Take a look.
40%, although they are heavy. That's not as good as what I've currently got. My current frost boots are leather, right? 30%. I don't think it's worth tripling the weight for 10% more when I already have so much frost resistance. Ah, now we're talking. Just trying to get rid of things. It's hard to do. Wealth flows into your hands faster than you can get rid of it in this game. Whatever, I'll sell that at a loss. I guess I could just stop picking it up. That would be the smart thing to do. But I find that strangely difficult. Well, is this the way to Winterhold? I believe it is. I think I head this way, then on up that pass. Yep. Then I'll deal with Arniel's quest and also Septimus's quest. The two quests that I want to advance. Alteration increase. Why would my alteration increase? What are those things? Dawn. Oh, geez, it's an ambush. Well, that's okay. Let me put on my mask and the Necromancer's amulet. I remember that their crossbow bolts can deal truly enormous damage. What we saw before. So better dodge back and forth, unless I can get behind cover somewhere. I'm not trusting it. Yeah, I think those might potentially instant kill me, and that is not worth the risk when there's 3 of them. I will leave them behind for now. Oh, you're an assassin or whatever.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Nice try. I'm not going to.
Oh, the Dawn Guard are here. Oop, not what I meant to do. Okay. This is really getting dangerous. Oop, not what I meant to do. Misclick. Cost me... Oh, it keeps misclicking. Yeah. I don't know why he continues with attempting to rob me when I'm shooting giant ice spikes through his face. Yeah, we'll see. Seem to have lost the Dawn Guard at least, so that's good. Okay. I'm going to exercise restraint and not take his treasure. Oh, jeez, what is it now? Nothing? Okay. Let me just creep by this town. Hjalti's reasoning is that he wouldn't want one of them to talk to those Dawnguard after me and have them be like, oh yeah, we saw that guy, and then they'll be like, he's a vampire. We can't have that. If they haven't seen him, then they'll have no idea who is a vampire when the Dawnguard come and talk to them. Okay. Let me take off the Necromancer's Amulet and put on my Amulet of Talus so I get my stamina back a little faster. Is that an Ice Wraith? Yes, chasing a snow fox. Seems like I should switch my boots to the frost-resistant ones. These guys can be hard to hit initially, but once you get them locked down into some stuns, they're pretty easy. Alright, I won't loot that either. Just a fox. What is that? Could have done Fury on the Dawnguard, I guess. Oh, it's cultists. Oh, words. Okay. What will I do? Well, some of the cultists are dark elves. Yeah. Oh, he worded it. That is unfortunate. Can I get one of them with a Fury? Yes. Now, you fight one of your buddies. What if I do a new summon? Will that make you fight one of your buddies? Let me switch up my boots again. They aren't fighting each other. Well, while they're stacked up, I guess I could use fireballs. These guys aren't too bright. Lobbing fire bolts at my Atronach. I've lost count of how many groups want me dead. But that guy can refuel me, so he is up next. You've got a staff, huh? Oh, he's switching to fire. Okay. Haven't yet figured out what race he is behind that mask. Yeah, we'll see. Nope, he's not going to help you. There we go. This feels like an unusually random encounter-packed journey so far, both on Solstheim and now here. I guess good practice after not having played Skyrim for so long. Find that my keys are no longer quite where I expect them to be on this new keyboard. Now, I remember that fort being infested by necromancers or mages or something. Doing my usual quick sonar pulses of detect life as I go along. Okay, yeah, there's a living thing. I guess I can do muffle. Just how to get away past them. Friendlies. I don't believe it. I think that they will turn hostile once they spot me. I think that's what's going on here. Wow, there's a lot of guys. Why are they all hostile to me? What is this? I'm walking into them. I don't feel like this is a threat. A whole army of stormcloaks. Why is this the only friendly one? Well, strange. Maybe we go to garrison the fort? I feel like I remember it from the Civil War being involved. But I don't know. Okay, who's this? Some Nord? Fine, get down that cliff. Get in line. Everyone who wants to kill me, take a number. That should kill him. Well, I'm sure a true Nord would be proud of being killed by the voice, the ancient Nord power. Hjalti does need to feed on somebody. He's thinking about that as he goes along. If he meets a random straggler who's not trying to murder him, and might be vulnerable to his power, he will probably try his luck. Is that a fox or a wolf? Looks like a wolf to me. Will it fight the other guy? Yes, they will fight each other. Cool. Oh, that was an ice wolf. Got it. Not my smoothest, but good enough, I guess. There is a lone person. Is that the lone guard or something, though? Might be a guard. I feel like I remember there being one on this road. I wouldn't trust my luck to have Vampire Seduction work on one of them. Oh, okay, something else wants to fight. Is it just a pair of wolves, or something else? Should kill it, I think. I've aggroed who knows what else. A lot of them. Oh, that's just a wolf. Okay. I wasn't expecting this simple journey to take so long.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion.
It's a long way.
The Empire is better for everyone.
everyone.
A lot of things could happen on the way.
Don't know what that was. Don't try it again.
Well, there is Winterhold. We can hopefully turn in Arniel Gain's bugged questline, which I had to fix with some console commands, and then also acquire better destruction spells, and also travel north to talk to Septimus Cygnus. I'm approaching civilization, so off goes the mask. Maybe I'll come in dressed as the Archmage, make the point. Okay, well from here I think I'm okay to just fast travel and save a couple seconds. People around as expected. Just going to sit in this chair and have a bite to eat after that long journey.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
Oh wait, this is one of the lame students.
All right then.
Good. So you wish to master
Sculptor
the
would be
arcane
useful
art.
though, let's see. So he's got... Oh, they're selling expert quality robes, that's nice. Okay, so spells that I might not have. I do have telekinesis, it's a cool one. Do I have water breathing? I will buy it just in case. I'll keep those, certainly. I want that book, actually. The Guardian and the Traitor. I think that has something to do with Solstheim. I'm curious about it. I'll flood some of these flame spiders. I don't think we'll actually end up using them. The mages around here should be a good source of people I can sell things to. Nope. The quest is stupid. Not doing it.
May the ground you walk
There we are.
Perhaps we can go another few decades. It worked? Goodness. Yes. It's not perfect, but it's a close enough. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this.
Nice. Been a long time since I did this quest. I forget exactly what the next step is. The lame elf. I think I might have mentioned, by the way, she's useless, and if you want, and don't mind doing things that only make sense out of character, You should kill her immediately at the beginning of the game because she always drops an expert robe of destruction, which is wildly overpowered for a low-level character. Not normally available until a long time thereafter. Let me talk to the other teachers who might have things to sell. Most important, I need to pick up new destruction spells while I'm here.
May I help you, Archmage?
Not giving away my Elder Scrolls.
That weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Okay, I don't have anything new to sell him.
Fight well.
There are few places where one can pursue might. Take a look.
Okay, you have anything interesting? Conjuration, I think I want that one. And that one, and that one. Now, what can I sell you? I don't use archery. I don't need the illusion one. 5 cultist robes. Give me my magic resistance things, which are occasionally useful.
Until next time. The Eye of Magnus, here but lost.
Yeah, Hjalti's still frustrated about that too.
Wish to master the arcane arts.
Okay, calm, clairvoyance, courage, fear, frenzy, fury, muffle. I think he's basically got all of these that I can use. Well, I can at least sell him things. Some of the items to keep around for just the rare circumstance where they're exactly what I need. Here's the one I'm trying to find. I wish I could just get training, but one of my rules is that I don't do that. Okay. Icy Spirit. That must be the new destruction one. And Incinerate. And... is that the new one? Similarly priced. Oh, and wall spells. I've never used these things before. I've never gotten to this level. Because it's so slow to train destruction without grinding it in some silly way. Those are powerful, and I should remember that I have them. Well, I was able to spend some of my money, at least.
All right, then.
What about restoration? Upstairs, maybe? Arguing with somebody about whether or not it's a valid school of magic, perhaps. Oh, he's the enchanter.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of... So you wish to master the arcane arts?
I think I've got that one and that one. Do I have heal other? I have infinite money, might as well just buy it and see. Well, I'm glad that I got rid of some of this clutter that was weighing me down. What new spells can the Archmage learn? So these wall spells I ought to try out. I guess I already had that one. That's okay. And a powerful lightning bolt. And powerful ice and fire attacks. I already have that one? Okay. Soul Trap. I don't know how I got this far without knowing that. Banish Daedra. I already have. Oh, okay. Should have checked some of these things. Bought a lot of stuff I didn't need, but that's okay. Well, new destruction spells to try out for the first time. That's exciting. Is there an empty bed around here? Is there an Idar cheese wheel around here? There is. Ah, sweet rolls. One of the best perks of being the Archmage is just raiding the larder here. What in the... That is some new magic there. Nice. I better eat the evidence. So I guess I still need to sleep in the students' quarters unless I want to go up to the Archmage's quarters, which I don't think I want to do. The reason being that it has some valuable items that can eventually reset if I don't go up there, and I don't know how it's been long enough, so I will avoid it for now. Get some rest, although it does mean to travel during the day. And I think the last stop I'll do for this game will just be journeying up to see the crazy guy who's interested in the Elder Scrolls and sent me off on a little quest. To give him the lexicon from the Dwarven Ruin. Hjalti is intrigued by that, and not sure what to expect will happen. This looks like a job for Become Ethereal. One of the most useful utility shouts. Now, how to cross this terrible frozen ocean without getting wet. I've decided that Become Ethereal keeps you dry. Now that I'm out here, I can wear my mask again, get my magic back faster. Speaking of magic back faster, I wonder how close I am to getting Restoration, the next perk that gives me back magic faster. Still a ways off. It is so hard to raise that. Oh, the sun is out now. Terrible. Porkers. Well, maybe if I cast an illusion spell, I can sneak on by. My spellcaster silent because I have that perk. I don't mean literally sneak on by, of course. As you know, I don't do sneak in this game for combat purposes. I do use it when I need to steal something, for example, for story purposes. No, so this is a dead end, huh? Okay. Been a while since I actually took this trip walking. I'll provoke the porkers if I need to. It's a pretty lame ore to be all the way out here. Oh. Where's Whirlwind Sprint? Definitely hotkey that one.
What?
Looks like another porker down there. Okay, I think I found the correct path now. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
stone and rise to your depths. When the top level was built,
I think this voice actor does a good job with that weird line.
was and is the maximal apex. Give it quickly. Extraordinary. I see it.
He's trying to find a way to open the lockbox, which he says contains the heart of Lorcan, so the most important thing ever, which Hjalti definitely wants to get. What about the dwarf over in Morrowind?
Panoply of their brethren could gather to form a facsimile. A trick.
I'm not sure panoply is the word he's looking for there.
Anticipate. No, not even them. The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer.
So high elves, wood elves, dark elves, snow elves, and orcs.
Bear you hence this extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves. Come when its set is complete.
Well.
How long will it be sung? My feet will set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down.
Ew. That looks like Hermaeus Mora up there.
Come closer.
No thanks, you're gross.
In my presence.
Stupid question. I know it's Hermaeus Mora.
I am Hermaeus Mora. I am
We talked before.
Of the unseen, a knower of the unknown.
Backing away from him. We talked before.
Most impressive.
I'm just trying to stay out of reach of those things.
Go forth, do the biddings of Septimus, for he is working my will in your plane.
You're gonna leave? Wouldn't it be funny if Banished Daedra worked on him? I'm sure it won't, but it would be funny. Alright, I guess I need to come closer. Why won't it let me get out of this conversation? I guess backing out of it, locking it, repeating it again. Okay, let's sit through this again.
I am the guardian of the unseen, a knower of the unknown. I have been watching you, mortal. Most impressive.
Okay, there we go.
Continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete.
He can hear us right now, can't he?
His time is nearing its...
Well, this means that it's not good to serve this guy, because even if somebody is still, you know, willing to work with him, he'll just get rid of them. So why would I want to work with him?
His usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you?
Hjalti, of course, doesn't reveal what he actually thinks about people, so he'll pretend to play along.
Indeed. Speak with me when the box has been opened, and all shall be revealed.
Well, I'm assuming I can't just go down there and tell Septimus about this planned betrayal. Nope. That's a shame. It would be nice if they built in ways to reject various Daedra quests. But I will end things here and pick up next time as Hjalti thinks about what to do here. Have a great day, everyone.